Good evening and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I want you guys to know that I appreciate you so much. All of my new subscribers, all of the subscribers that are just coming in. I want you guys to know that I appreciate you so much. Okay. My analytics are saying that I'm still having more people that are unsubscribed to come and look at the videos. So please remember to hit the subscription button and hit the like button. As I say, I have some of the best subscribers in the world because we are real grown folks over here, okay? I want y'all to know I'm sorry. I was supposed to get on live tonight, but I got to do some research on for my work my job. Tonight. So I decided to do a video. I was going to do a live on this the other night, and I haven't had the opportunity to do it. So I'm just going to put it compacted in a video. I wanted to talk about Young Dolph's brother, Marcus. And I know that there was a lot of backwards and forwards about why Marcus was not hit. Okay. And I know that, everybody, kind of, have their own opinions about what happened. I never really talked about Marcus. I never did because I wanted to get confirmation from credible sources on what happened with that. And with Marcus being a witness, I didn't really want to touch on that anyways. Okay. But as I started to learn, as I got some confirmation from somebody that was credible about the situation with Marcus, I felt like this was a good time to speak about why he was not hit. I know, with so many people talking about, why was nobody else in the cookie shop hit, and things of that nature. Inquiring minds want to know, especially with the type of weapons that it appeared that they had and things of that nature. Now, one time have I ever thought that Young Dolph's brother had anything to do with it, even before I got confirmation of why he was not hit. Not one time did I ever feel like that he had anything to do with it. Now, someone had told me I had gotten information, and this was probably about 3 nights ago, okay? And I just kind of didn't say anything until tonight because, as I said, I've been kind of busy, that Marcus was not hit because Marcus was sitting in the car, okay? And for some reason, before that person ever even told me that, I really kind of figured that as time went on anyways, because it would have been impossible not to hit him, you know. But the person that told me absolutely knows that he was sitting in the car. And I'm told that when they started shooting, he's ducked. He's in the car. He heard the shots. He started ducking. He didn't necessarily know what was going on. And so a lot of people was wondering why, he was locked outside of the cookie shop. He was never in the cookie shop. Okay. And this came from it came from a credible source. So I feel safe in saying that. Okay. I feel safe in saying this, that he did not go into that cookie shop with Young Dolph. He was actually sitting into the car. Now, and another thing that I found out was that Marcus actually did shoot the gun. Okay. He did. If you can remember, before things started getting lost in the sauce, the people talked about that the back window of the Mercedes was shot out. Well, apparently Marcus did shoot the gun, and I'm hearing that he actually shot in the middle, shooting down the street. Okay. See, it's hard to know when there is no video, when you don't see the video, right? When you're looking at pictures, pictures only show you so much. And then another thing that I found out was that, a person was hit. Okay. And then I'm stopping it right there. A person was hit, whether they died or not, I don't know. I was not given that information, or whether they died or not. Don't try to press me for it because I don't know. Okay. I just know that somebody was hit. Okay. That's what I was told, that he did hit somebody. I don't know if they died. Okay. So, it's more and more stuff that's starting to come out. The person that told me this is definitely a credible source. And people go, well, she don't know. You motherfucking right, I don't, because I was not there. But what I can tell you is what a credible source told me. Okay. And it's not, hey, I don't see, well, in the past, if you go back and look at any of my videos, you never really heard me talk about Marcus, because I knew Marcus was a witness. Number one, Marcus is a witness. Okay. So he's a witness and he's a victim. Okay. Um, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, if he was in the car, well, how could it be attempted murder as it relates to him? I don't know. You have to ask them folks. I'm just telling you what a credible source told me. You see what I'm saying? I just have to tell you what they tell me, what they feel comfortable enough to tell me. Okay. And so, I always wondered too, Marcus was pretty close to that car. And I was like, well, because I remember in the beginning they were saying that a window was shot out. Okay. And I was like, well, dog, he was pretty close to that car. Well, maybe he was nervous, because once you start hearing so much stuff over the internet, you start getting, everything starts to get lost in the sauce, and then you will forget uh, about the facts that was actually out there. If you listen to some of the witnesses, they was talking about Marcus, and it came back to my remembrance when the person told me. Okay, it came back to my remembrance what the witness said. She said he was letting that MF and Draco roll in the street. Okay, and I'm hearing that is true. When the person told me that somebody was hit and taken to the hospital, I almost passed out. I was like, oh my God. As far as that Jason Hill situation, I don't believe that Jason Hill had anything to do with anything. I don't believe that he did. I don't believe that situation had anything to do with nothing. Okay. Other than he was into it with some more people. And I think people because it was so close to around the time that happened with Young Dolph. Now, if he did, I would be surprised, but I don't think that it did. Okay. I don't really think that it did now. And you probably can almost take that to the bank with that Jason Hill situation. I don't think that it did. I think Jason Hill was caught up into something else. Okay. And I'm gonna leave that alone too. But I think people started to try to connect it because his last name was Hill. Okay. But I don't think that Jason Hill had anything to do with this situation at all. If they come back and say that, that they found that he did, hey, I'll say, well, okay, well, they changed it, but I don't think that he did. I think that they found the young lady who was actually involved, and it was something completely separate. Okay. I know people gonna want to refute that. I'm not going to go back and forwards with nobody. I listen to my credible sources, and it ain't no motherfucker on here. Okay. I just have to be real about it. If you don't fit, well, that's not what I believe. Well, I respect you because you believe something else, but I'm telling you what I was told. Okay. But yes, I was told that Marcus was sitting in the car. Okay. I was told that he was sitting in the car. I think I told you guys, I did a show and I told you guys some time back that um I have so much going through my head. I because it be so much that I want to talk about, and then I completely forget. Okay, because as it relates to this Young Dolph situation, I have a lot going through my head, and I have to, as I talk, I have to be sorting out in my brain what I can say and what I can't say. Right. But I think I said sometime back that I never thought that Marcus had anything to do with it. Oh, and another thing, this is what I was going to say. Lord, thank you for letting me remember. I had asked an investigator, I was like, a lot of people are wanting to know, you tell me why, they're saying, well, how come they, the killers or the people that have been charged was not charged with attempted murder for the people in the cookie shop? And he told me because of the intent. It could have been, if they was going to be charged with anything, it would have been reckless endangerment or something to that nature. Okay. Because the intentions was not to hit anybody else in the cookie shop other than Young Dolph. And at some point, Marcus became a target. Okay. So, like I said, I was told that about 3 days ago. And it's so funny that when the person told me that, somebody else actually called me or reached out to me and said that too. That would know also. But when they said that, because I had already been told by a credible source that he was sitting in the car, okay, I knew that person knew. And for all of the spectators, don't flip out. Don't go out your mind talking about somebody telling her something, she gonna get us arrested. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell these Negroes something. Because somebody got on my blog today. I don't like when you call us niggas. So I went ahead and blocked them. That means stay off my page. Okay. Because I was trying to go to church today. It's always somebody with some crap. So I'm just gonna block you. I don't go to people's pages when I don't like them, because I can't stand to hear them. Okay. So I'm just gonna tell you this. Okay. There is nothing that these people don't know as it relates to this Young Dolph's case. As I said, there is, I think early on, and that's what people don't understand, they got all of their clues early on because they didn't get it from the vloggers. They got it from the people themselves that was actually on the internet bragging about it, right? So aside from the witnesses that they've had working with them from the beginning and the people actually getting on there snitching on themselves, they was able to get as far along as they have gotten in their case, right? But yeah, I was told that Marcus was sitting in the car, and it kind of makes sense to me. Not kind of, it makes sense to me. The reason he was on the outside of the shop, the reason he was able to get to the weapon so quick once he realized what was going on. And I'm hearing he fired it up. He fired it up, and it was a man hit. Okay. It was a man hit. Whether it was a man down or not, I don't know. But I'm hearing that it was a man hit. Okay. So like I said, all of this is going to be interesting as it starts to come out in this Young Dolph's case. And like I said, I had wanted to talk about this 3 days ago, but I've been busy, as I was just saying. My caseloads have picked up, and I at least want to try to be on here as much as I used to. But it's probably not going to be like that as much, especially in the next couple months, because as I said, I keep my grandbaby, and my caseloads have picked up, and they kind of have doubled. Okay, but I will get on here and drop gems, jewels. I'll try to drop at least a video every day. Absolutely. And I think, more so it's my lives, because I like communicating with my people and stuff. That has kind of suffered a little bit because I was supposed to do a live tonight, and I got to do some research tonight, for something that has to be turned in tomorrow. So I had to reschedule it. Okay. But that's the word that I got. I got confirmation from a credible source. It's going to be interesting when all of this, when everything comes out in totality. Like I said, it gives me a lot of solace knowing that these people know exactly what has happened and who was involved as it relates to the Young Dolph's case, right? And as I always say, it comes from the great work of the federal agents and the investigators, but the people that knew or the witnesses play a very intricate part in this, because they would not have been able to piece together so much if they did not have good citizens that was brave enough to do what was right. Okay. If they didn't have citizens that was brave enough to do what was right. Okay. But anyways, you guys, I said I was going to make this video short, but I just wanted to put that out there. That I was told that Marcus was actually in the car and that somebody was hit. Do not ask me if the person died or not, because I don't know. I didn't ask them that. I don't know. Okay. But please like, share, and subscribe. I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you. It means a lot to me that you all are subscribing to my channel. Okay. As I am told information that I can share, I will share it. It's just certain things that even if I knew, I wouldn't share it, right? But things of this nature, I think because so many people wondered about Marcus. You know, as I said before, not one time have I ever thought that he was involved in trying to do in the assassination of his brother. I never thought that, not one time. As I said, I had gotten extremely emotional because of the 911 call. Okay, as it relates to Marcus, and I was told that it was pure fright and terror, and it was just absolutely heartbreaking and emotional as it relates to his 911 call. I told you guys about that months back, like probably about 3 or 4 when I got on, and it was extremely emotional to me as it relates to, you know, what was said in the call and all of that. It was very hurtful to you know, to me. The whole situation is extremely sad and emotional, and it's happening to, there are a lot of young Dolphs that this is happening to. I'm talking about a lot of African American young men that are just losing their lives for nothing at all. It's extremely devastating and hurtful. And people get mad at me because I get on here to try to open the eyes of the younger people, saying, don't let people use you. Don't let them send you out. You know, when I was in meditation today, and I got to thinking about, especially when somebody, because a lot of times I could tell from the dictation, I know when some of these other vloggers make fake pages, and you know, soaps, and some of them some of them are not black, and they are extremely mad because there's a lot of money made off of the terror in the black community, the heinous crimes that happen in the black community. Okay, a lot of people make a lot of money off of that, and what they'll do is they'll get up under a black person and make them think that I'm the problem. And it may, because I sit up and I say, get off of the drugs, start loving on your children, start validating your children. Oh geez, you gotta do better. Okay, a lot of people don't like that, especially don't come from our community anyway, because they think we monkeys anyways, right? We just to make money off of who this black wench is, thinking she gonna stop us from making money when we always took advantage of the black community. These black men on crack and shit, we can easily get in their head, just kiss up to them and brush their ego, because black men want their egos. You know, they want their egos finessed, right? But I thought about a lot of them, not all of them. I thought about T.D. Jakes when he said that years ago when he started that Woman Thou Art Loose. And he had to get bodyguards because there were a lot of pimps that was walking up into his church confronting him because that Woman Thou Art Loose program started, a lot of women that was on the street started hearing it, and they started changing their lives and coming in off of the street because he helped to remove the veil. He helped a lot of women with that. I have to say, regardless of how people feel about him now, he did it. And that's been over 20 years ago. Okay. People don't like it when you are in darkness and you start to see light, especially if they have been benefiting from off of your, off of your, what's the word that I'm looking for? Um, I don't know, if off of your blindness, off of your blindness. Okay. My dad used to always say, rich people get rich off of taking advantage of what poor people don't know. He always said it. That's why when I see these culture vultures and I see them finessing these cuckabug heads that just want their ego stroked, I go, Lord have mercy. Yeah, you're the man. And all they want is to use you to escort them into the Black community to be culture vultures. Now, I'm not making this a racial thing, but I'm just saying. And then some Black people are just real jealous hearted. Look at what a lot of these Black men do on here. Okay. It's a shame before God that people can't coexist and do their thing and go on. But what will happen is the Klansmen will go and get a nappy neck fuck nigga cuckabug head and get them to push them over the edge, stroke their ego and push them over the edge until they back in federal prison. Okay? Because a lot of people get their money off of the backs of Black people. Okay, stay off my motherfucking page. Okay, stay off my page. Okay, and I know a lot of them are leading in that hacking, and these cuckabug heads just glad to do it, but they going to jail. If you don't believe me, you just keep watching. I ain't said a damn thing about it because we almost finished. You just keep watching. But our people gotta do better, and I keep saying that our people gotta do better. But anyways, you guys, I want to get on here and talk about Marcus. I know I got into something else, but because that just came up in my mind. But I had to talk about Marcus. I was told that 3 days ago, and that person that told me that is a credible source. Okay. But anyways, you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you would like to donate to the channel, you could definitely do it via Cash App. Okay. God says, touch not my anointed ones and do my prophets no harm. Before you, while you coming up against me and you think I don't know it, you better know how anointed I am and how favored I am. Okay. See, when you do good by people, and I've always done good by people, it has always allowed God to give me favor with the right people. And it ain't just, and I say, when I say this, I speak for a lot of people that are favored by people. You better be careful about who you mess with. Because a lot of times when God used the people that he has put into position to get at you for messing with his anointed one, there is no recuperation. Y'all better remember that when you're out here doing evil. Just because you got that demon of jealousy on you. You can't stop the plan of God. You can't. Okay? But anyways, you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. I'll talk with you later.